Mercedes-Benz was once considered a car for an old man. Well, tables have turned, ladies and gentlemen. Believe it or not, CLA is purchased by the youngest crowd among all the other Mercedes-Benz models. 41 is the average age, not much for a Merc owner. And if this is old, oh dear, I better hide in the bushes. Let's hop in and see what the CLA 250 is all about. God almighty, I needed to sit down since I'm on the plus side in terms of age. Such a gorgeous car, don't you think? So expensive and posh looking. Actually, I'll get up to show you a beautiful detail. Frameless doors, both in the rear and in the back, very sleek. Beautiful swooping roofline, fake exhaust pipes, you know I'm talking about. Yes, you Mercedes-Benz. I actually prefer the shooting brake to the regular CLA, but again, it's just a matter of taste. Today I've got CLA 250, which is top of the range. That is if we don't take the AMG devil into consideration. Under the bonnet I've got a 2-litre petrol engine which pumps 224 horsepower for Matic, which simply stands for four-wheel drive system. And surprisingly, straight away this car actually feels quite dynamic with solid grip. But in a comfort mode, it is pleasant, easy, relaxing. However, the suspension is stiffer and it feels firmer than in a regular A-Class. 7-speed automatic transmission does its thing, no hiccups, no pulls, predicts what you're about to do and does the job. You can take over control with the paddle shifters, of course, for a little bit more of fun. Now the steering is fairly light, but don't worry, eventually it gets you there. And onto the cabin. The dashboard design is simply superb. Since the quality of the materials, the finishing, the detailing, you can really see where your money is going. Here, the sky and of course your wallet is the limit with all the options available. Now you see this green lighting running across the cabin. This is what's so-called ambient lighting. I was never really bothered about this. I just thought it was a nice thing to have that you pay a lot of money for. That is until grey weather has arrived. Oh boy, this thing is magical. It makes you feel instantly better. Of course, you can change the color to suit, well, whatever your heart desires. Steering wheel feels sporty, solid in your hands. You've got all the controls here. I like the style of seats, very comfortable. And onto this screen, crisp, high resolution, large. It's actually one of the best screens on the market, I think. The system we've got here is MBUX, which is exactly the same system the new A-Class is using. And this is a system that uses artificial intelligence. Well, let's see how smart you are, Mercedes. Hey, Mercedes. Hello? Hey, Mercedes.
How may I help you?
I'm starving. Let's see.
Select an entry, please.
Got a list of restaurants, very lovely, but overall the cabin, well, what can I say? One of the best on the market. Now let's pop you into sport mode. See what you made of, Merc. Foot down and it really gets it up and going. I mean, the burst of energy you get when you accelerate, it really pulls. I mean, it's a massive difference between comfort and sport here. When you accelerate, yes, there's a little bit of a noise, bit of a rattle, but it's not bad for what you get. And finally, the steering becomes much sharper. Okay, it's not the sharpest animal out there. We've got the AMG for this job, but it's a good fun, you know, it's really good fun. And it's so nifty, actually, considering the size. Oh, I'm happy. You see, as soon as I accelerate, I get my blood pumping. Yeah. Nice. Okay, what is the situation in the back of the CLA? I've adjusted both seats for my height, which is 1.7 meters, 5.6, and I've got plenty of legroom. Interestingly enough, the swooping roofline does not steal any of your headroom because I've got plenty. Now, third person, not quite, you've got this big hump in here, but you've got a massive boot of 505 liters. So this is a perfect car for 4 tall adults with lots of clutter. Anyway, let's pop you back into comfort mode and save some money, which is exactly what we are going to talk about. But before we do fuel economy, with my heavy right foot, I'm using about 11 liters, which is about 20 miles to the gallon in American times. It's not bad, but it's not great. Anyway, moving on, I actually think this car is a decent long distance cruiser. Yes, the suspension is sporty and firm, but the car overall is very quiet and relaxing. The visibility here is also good. You're seeing everything that you need to see. And of course, it wouldn't be a date without talking about money, would it? Oh, no. The starting price of the CLA 250 in Switzerland is 53,000 Swiss francs, which is more or less an equivalent to the US dollar. The model I have with me is nicely beefed up and it is worth 76,000. I actually think this is a very good value for money. Why? Well, you get a beautiful car with high tech, practicality, lots of space, and let's be honest, it is quite a peachy and posh ride with small closed just when you need them. So another Merc, another joyful day for me, and I really actually like this car. I didn't expect it because I thought, well, what's so special about it? It's absolutely lovely. I like the look of it. I like that it drives really well. What's there to complain about? Not much. And this brings me to the end of this video. Thank you very much for watching. A big thank you to my two gentlemen from Mercedes-Benz Switzerland, Patrick and Roman. I wish you a wonderful day, whatever that you're doing, and I shall see you all very, very soon. Bye!